children that weld electric in these cabins, and then we can have to sit down 6 with gases. They can kick with plasma welding.
Ja, plasma.
The gases are worden weggezogen, are taken away by air. They're coming here, from where? Here, yeah. We're coming outside the building.
Acetylene?
This, yeah,
acetylene?
yes, acetylene.
Yeah.
I can show you. The gases are the extra.
Yeah.
In the evening, teacher makes classes of modeling of clay and other sorts. Therefore, he needs oven heater to make this tools. The education are also in 2 years. They don't make metals. They have chosen this part, although they are learning here. You can't get metal and constructing at the same time.
That's true.
Joy.
This is to experience with the machine.
Pieces, chess pieces, you can mention.
Yes. You can take this side. Away. Here is the machines.
Mahogany, sir. Mahogany thick.
Yes.
Mahogany.
Kalimantan Barat.
Kalimantan. Mahogany.
Ik was verleden jaar in de kaart in Sumba.
Kalimantan, the head forest.
We have this blown in Bata.
Meteen.
Uniform.
When they have read they have read this.
Kadarom.
X.
The school has a uniform Bible lesson.
We hebben geen uniform als je dat
Nee, allemaal hetzelfde.
Ja, and then they sing some hymns, psalms, and then this is about 50 minutes.
Discussion.
Yes, a little discussion.
Prayer.
The pupil wants to discuss. But I have to say at about 20 minutes, that's enough. Yes, we must do our duty. We must...
So you see, the pupils can see in the mirror.
That's nice.
Yeah.
He is doing nothing.
Thank you.
Dito sa ako, ano?
Wow! Demonstration, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
You can make it.
Yeah, you know.
Yes,
What's on the menu?
Okay, thank you. This is the electric side. Until there. And that's the video, huh?
Moeten ze de voorraadkamer nog zien? Dat is niks aan, hè? Rozijnen.
What's about in relation to rich and the poor? You have to make a biblical point on that. And I know then when you have made you develop a kind of vision about that, a view about it, and then you will have to confront very difficult problems in the practical field, I'm sure about it. But even then, if there is something in the political field of a Christian charisma going from you, that people know that you're not only
been 1 year ago.
Zet in.
Wow! Oei, kom nou eens
The planes cross this.
Yeah, the airplane is at the top.
Ababas?
Oh. Airport na daw, nakita sila kasi dati isang nagbigil lakasing.
Hindi ko nang kabayan ang mata. Ang color ang mata at violet change. Pero sa ang green pa siya ma-arriba. Na-change ang color. Ang brown na din. Ano ang pagod? Kita kita walking mo po.
Suka body aja. They will arrange you, no? You know? Huh?
We are nga orderly gini eh.
So this is Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
But it's very orderly.
7 million.
This is very orderly built.
Very small panit, okay?
How many million?
Anyway, the name of Abraham Kuyper was the son of a Dutch reverend, and he has studied theology in Leiden University, the Theology University in Holland. And after that he became reverend in the church, and he was educated in modern theology. So theology, it's important to know that it is opposed against the Orthodox party that was then a minority in Holland. So when Abraham Kuyper became a reverend in the 1850s, he didn't know anything about Orthodoxy. It was not told, there was nothing told about Orthodoxy at university. So he met Orthodoxy, he met that in his first parish, in a little place in the middle of Holland. There he met Orthodoxy, and he became convinced of the immense importance, especially of John Calvin, and he started to study John Calvin in his parish, in that little place. And he became convinced that Calvinism had played such a role in Dutch history and was such a broad view, and compared with other theologies, it seemed to be so very important to him that he decided this is not all right, that the Calvinists in Holland are just a minority and that they have nothing to say, because they have a great heritage, and we have to make that heritage work today. So he started to found a newspaper in 1872. It's called the Standard. I'll show you in some minutes. And in that newspaper he began to write day after day about political subjects, but also about theological subjects. And in some years he he succeeded in forming a party not only in politics but also in the church, because there were lots of people in the church who still were Calvinists, but who had to listen every Sunday to reverends who just were not Calvinists, but the people stayed Calvinists, but they did not work with Calvinism because they were not made an enthusiast for it. So, after some years, in the 1870s, there came a party, and a party of Orthodox people in Holland, who became known and who played a role in several discussions. And the point was that Kuyper said, yes, it's all right, these Calvinists, that they know again that they are Calvinists, they are proud of it, and they can talk about it, and they can, and that they see that it's important to be Calvinist today in all the way you are living in. But they are not educated enough. That's the point. They are very good people, but we have to have not only Calvinists in the church or in the political party, but Calvinism is such a broad view. It's just for whole life, so also for science. And that is the reason why he founded in 1880 the Free University of Amsterdam, and that's where you are now. It was just by then a university of about 10 students, I think, in 1880, but now it's...
10 students, huh?
Yeah.
I can begin 20.
Every great thing starts small. You have to remember.
Yeah, that's it.
And, important was at first, of course, the Department of Theology. That was important. But year by year, there came more students, and there came also interests in other faculties. I can call it the faculty of law. The faculty of medicine is found in the 1930s, etc. So year by year, the Free University was growing, and it became also renowned and respected by the years.
Yeah, before it became a free university, what was originally the name?
No. It has also been named Free University of Amsterdam. From 1880.
From the beginning, you mean?
Yes. And free meant free from the state, because all the other universities were paid by the state, but also had dictated their program in a way by the state. And Amra Kuyper said, I don't want it. I want to make my own program, I want to be free, because he wanted the Calvinistic point of view. And that was not what the state wanted. Yes, it was
That's
allowed,
the
but then you did not
concept of
get
free.
Any pay from the government. So the whole university is paid by people in the country who themselves never had a possibility to go to the university, but who understood, yes, that's important. An own Christian university, that's important. And they send later on their children or their grandchildren to that university. But it was paid by the common people.
Donations.
To the faculty of theology, but not to the other faculties.
So
it was free from state and church.
Yeah, no church has claimed the initiated the university, it was more on personal conviction of Kuiper, something like that?
Of Kuiper and his friends. But
I see.
there has been no church in the 1880s who said, oh, that's all right, our reverends must be educated at a free university. No, there was no such church. That church came in 1886 when Kuiper left the Reformed Church with many thousands of his Calvinists. There were Calvinists that stayed in the Reformed Church, but there were also Calvinists that left the Reformed Church. In English it's very difficult to explain the difference, but in Dutch we say the Hervormde Kerk, that's the old church, Hervormd, and the Gereformeerde Kerk is a new church, which was founded in 1886. And that was the church from which generate most of the Reformed churches of today, zoals also the Reformed churches vrijgemaakt. Over the years, many people have tried to give form to what is Christian or Calvinistic science. And of course, this had many results, but this created many problems in the history of the Free University. The history knows many problems concerning the place of science, the place of the Bible in science, etc. Also, all these sorts of discussions have been playing a role in the history of the Free University, and they play it still today. And one of the reasons this center is founded, it was founded in 1971, was that part of the history of the Free University and the history of the reawakening of the Calvinist people in Holland seemed to be forgotten, because there came new generations, and there have been 2 world wars, there have been trouble in the church, etc. So it really became history, the first years of the Free University, and people tended to say, oh, that is not important anymore for us today. But there were a lot of archives, and there were a lot of archives of institutions like the Free University, like the paper, the Standaard, but there were also archives of very important people, such as Abraham Kuyper and Herman Bavinck. I suppose you know the name of Bavinck too.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know.
Abel, I am bringing you in the Philippines so that I will tell my people that you are coming very soon. How that, Carla? How is that? Maybe you will be our social worker there.
Maybe.
Ah, yes.
But it's fine to have a social worker like you. Beautiful.
Goedenavond allemaal. U bent hier heel spontaan naartoe gekomen op deze spontane afscheidsavond. Want het is heel spontaan, maar ik ben hier door enkele gemeenteleden hier uit Hoogveen. Al zijn er hier zelf iets minder spontaan, geloof ik. Maar ik zal u even de bedoeling van deze avond verder uitleggen. Dit is de inhoud. U ziet hier al bij elkaar. De koffietopjes staan al gereed. Maar u moet toch even geduld hebben wat de koffie betreft. Want we zullen eerst een officieel gedeelte doen.
Lieve
Sorrows, tears, and agony. Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know he holds the future, and life is worth the living just because he lives. And life is worth the living just because he lives.
In de klas. Een rondje klas.
Ja, want ik heb daarna de trap naar binnen. Dat is nog gemaaid.
Ik had die hele bijzondere vrijheid.
We zeiden wel even, toen zei je
hoge-
wel even, nou, het wordt zo donker straks, dan valt het tochtje dat ze nog wel een beetje in het water. Maar...
Yes. 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 And I think so you have also a picture from the last year, that Marga and Petra. Yes. Ja. Oh nee. Ja. Een beetje vol. Ja. Wat zei die nee wel? Nee, Jessica ook. Voor jou?
In even terugkomen. I hope
Misschien moet je pas hebben. Vorig jaar die je lekker
Ja. Ja.
Daar hebben ze wel gereden. Wij hebben het gericht.
And my wife is a teacher, public school teacher.
Ja. God bless you. God bless you and very blessed return to
Petra.
Guya.
Petra. Are they still human? They are like living in monkeys.
What? What are you doing there?
My Chinese what's this? This is my first time to see human. You hit this now. Start round. Run.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my hand.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Run here.
Okay.
Ik zag hem al helemaal alleen. Heb je het gedaan?
I really proud with this. I got married and something I didn't come with.
Fish here.
Loos Hollandse koppen of zo.
Oh, even mijn broer.
Yeah, I will bring you to Vietnam. Marga.
Watch out, Yen dat het...
Oh, yeah.
1 minute.
Dit is een klok.
Ja?
Elke seconde. Kijk, elke seconde gaat er een lamp branden.
Ja, maar ja,
Hier, minute.
4 minuten. Gaat dan.
Nou dat hij in één keer zo rondgaat.
Harry. The poker man.
Even tussendoor hoor.
Una, no? 743 man to.
Non è sila nag-work airplane.
Hindi na sila. Kaya ko na. Ginagyan ko kay pang solo ko man niya.
banyak. Kadlaw lang na yung ginapiliyo to.
Luloy na stewardess kaya bukas ng ilong mas nagtiito si saan. Sa mga buwang ko sa'yo. Kunin mo sa akin.
After removing all sharp objects from your body on the vest. Always tape the tighten. Only when outside the aircraft, turn the inflation cords from the lower end and make sure your seat belts are securely fastened. In the interest of